Awesome. So great to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here. And I like long walks on the beach. I'm a big foodie, but I hope you pick us eventually on this dating experience. This is our first time doing it, so really cool to see what Captivate Collective has put together and put in for everyone here. I'm Sunny Prabhakar. I lead the growth team here at Bevy. And I've been with Bevy for about 4 years. And just a little bit of history on Bevy and what we do. Traditionally about 10 years ago, we started in like the event space of community and user groups and empowering chapter leaders and community leaders and ambassador programs. And the real reason behind that is because we felt like when it comes to community, forums are great, but the personal connection and the relationships that you create on events like this or events that you're doing within the community from the space really creates engaged and sticky users, sticky customers within these brands. And so what started as an in-house project for a community called Startup Grind that was able to scale this this community of founders from 200 chapters around the world to 600 chapters and 5 million members. The founders of that same community actually spun that out and said, hey, Atlassian, hey, Salesforce, hey, Google, we realize that you're having some of these same challenges that we were when we were scaling our communities. Maybe there could be a use case here. And those have been some of our longest running customers over the years that have been able to 10x their community and do some of the same stats that we've been hearing probably today of reducing churn, increasing your annual contract rates, and really building an engaged community of users and prospective users inside the space. What makes Bevy different and what sets us apart is that we have been a big focus on AI-led assistance to make the community management pieces, the customer marketing pieces, and engagement for your users really simple and really easy. So it's kind of adjusting to that new normal that we're all experiencing today that AI has given us. When it comes to like the advocacy, the forums, groups, and events, all putting that into one place. So in the previous life of Bevy, we really focused on the groups and the events space of things. But over and over, our customers kept saying like, hey, well, we really wish you could do forums. We really wish we could put in our advocacy challenges in here. We really wish we could do more things in it. And we really responded to that. So over the last couple of years, we've actually switched our core business into not only doing user groups and events, but also being able to accommodate the great forums that are out there, and then also being able to accommodate the customer marketing, customer advocacy, the challenges, deep gamification, custom badging, and all the pieces that you might see today. In addition with that, real-time data and analytics with powerful integration so that not only can you see what's happening within the Bevy system, but we can also push this into your CRM, get full 360 views of what your customers are doing or what your prospective customers are doing so that CS, sales, marketing, all has access to the same knowledge and the same source of truth and information across the space. Some of the people that we work with, like I mentioned, is Google, Salesforce, many of the Adobe teams, Collibra, who is actually with me today, that I'll bring up, Splunk, and Snowflake. Today, I have with me Alex Jorgensen. Alex is the Senior Community Coordinator for Collibra. She leads the engagement strategies and user experience improvements for the data citizens community. And she is an expert in community management and platform optimization. And she's really focused on empowering users and driving customer success. Alex, thank you for joining me here today. And I really appreciate that. And I think, one great way I think for us to kind of kick this off is, one, we're thrilled that you chose Bevy to be your partner in community management. But I'm curious of like what were some of the challenges that you were going through as you started to explore other community platforms that might be out there?
Yeah, definitely. So when we had first started looking at Bevy, we were really thinking small, right? So we had approached you guys about user groups and events, just a couple extra tools to our stack to really enhance our community experience. One of our operation leads stopped me after our first meeting with Sunny and goes, all right, they seem awesome. What are we doing? Why aren't we looking at them for a full community? A big reason why is because we were ultimately looking at a lot of weird analytics. We're a data governance company. So one of our bigger pain points was really having crisp and clear data to review because we do work so well cross-functionally. Another thing that we were really struggling with, again, is we didn't want to have several tools for one. We wanted one platform to kind of moderate, do forums, events, and really streamline that success that we wanted to achieve across our business. So we were just those were a lot of pain points that we had been experiencing. And then once we started kicking off the call with Sunny and the Bevy team, we really realized we didn't have to live in this dark hole. We could really grow into a great community that we had wanted to achieve all along.
I really appreciate that. Thank you, Alex. So I think kind of continuing on what Alex was saying in terms of how people have traditionally thought about community building and customer marketing advocacy and where that all plays into it is kind of this diagram, which is a mess, and it is a big mess. So you have a provider for forums, you have a provider that's doing your groups and your events, you have a customer marketing provider, you probably need professional services to have these systems talk to one another. You probably have different teams owning different parts of this place. You have multiple customer success folks that you're dealing with on an ongoing basis. And all this has to then filter up into leadership and have a team that's managing all these different experiences. And where we're really going and what we've been able to build with Collibra is this 1 + 1 = 5 model, where you have one data source of truth, one threaded customer experience, one hub for your customer to be able to engage in everything that you want them to engage into, whether it be submitting a reference or whether it be participating in a discussion, answering someone's question, joining an event, getting realizing who could be a good advocate member for you, and seeing all the activities that they're doing within the community that would identify that. One gamification system, a trained AI assistant, one customer service relationship, one localization engine. A big thing with Bevy is that most, say 80% of our communities are global, including Collibra. And so having one localization partner to be able to do that, one external partner, and then the best part is one cost. And when you build all these things together, we're at most times 20 to 30% lower than what the total cost of ownership is from the other tools that are in the space other than Bevy. And I'm curious, Alex, from your experience with this, is like, when you're thinking about making a big switch, like, community platform or customer marketing or anything in those areas, how did you sell this, need to leadership? What were some of the maybe key aha moments as you kind of sold this internally?
Yeah, so we want to stay laser focused as our customer, as our true north. So it was really easy selling point when we were able, as to your point, collecting all of that data in one central location. We were able to then find out those advocates who are our customers in our different customer verticals at a snapshot, not digging through different reports so manually to really find that information. Internally, though, we are really unique at Collibra. Anyone from my manager all the way up to our CEO is a big support of community. So once we really identified the business, like how we wanted to move forward with our community, and really showed our business value, it was a quick sell because they already saw our customers really connecting and leveraging the community to self-serve. And again, to the earlier point, ticket deflection, right? Like when you are able to find the materials that you really need, you are able to grow your community and grow your customer advocacy across it. So our leadership was, I know it's very unique, especially in the community space, but our community, everyone was very on board, especially once your team joined and showed us all the value that we could add by having a one-stop shop solution.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So again, I know we have about a minute left here. With Bevy, like you see with Collibra as the example here, is that we have a single community hub. We have a fast and simple migration process. You have hands-on success and support, which is what I think really sets us apart. We have such a talented success and support team that creates a white glove approach into everything we do. We have an easy to use system for admins and users, AI powered search, and feedback is heard and acted on. And the very last thing that I'll share here is that on top of putting everything into one, we can also put in the customer marketing advocacy pieces in with a simple plugin with the Bevy side, which is deep gamification, streaks, badges, leaderboards, the ability to do missions and challenges and have it pop up in a modal where it's not taking them out of the community experience at all. And people can get points, gamification, redeem for rewards, and all those different areas there. So I think I'm at my time, and so I'll pause there.